It's time for the biggest event of the year in the dino world, the annual Dino Fashion Show. All the dinos from the Mesozoic era have been dying to get their hands on an invite. Even the newly discovered feathered dinos want to check out the latest trends in prehistoric fashion. And who wouldn't, really? I mean, look at the guest list. Everyone's here. Maiasaura, Ankylosaurus, even that weird little guy nobody knows about. The Archaeopteryx, everyone's here to show off their best looks and win the coveted Golden Palm Award. But there's one dino who wants to steal the spotlight more than all the rest, Tyrannosaurus Rex. She's been practicing her walk for weeks. Now, she's got a new bone to pick with the judges. They never appreciate her style. Last year, she went as a blooming cactus, and they thought she looked like a diseased tree. The year before that, she went as a hamburger, and they said it wasn't original. And the time she channeled Lady Gaga as a meat dress, well, they just didn't understand it. But this year will be different. She's got something that will make them take notice. Something made of bones. But first, some of the other dinos hit the runway, like say, this cutie, a baby Triceratops. She's wearing a classy ribcage dress, with plenty of fringe to shake those horns to the rhythm. She's so cute and trendy. The crowd cheers. Next up, the Velociraptors. These girls are serving fierce looks in their skull heel shoes. Their ribs are tied together in the most unexpected ways. One wears a hat made of feathers and teeth. Another has used her ribcage as a purse. The crowd applauds. And then it's the turn of the herbivores. The Stegosaurus looks elegant in shades of beige and brown. Her plates and spikes are decorated with patterns made of shells and pebbles. The audience loves it. Then the crowd gasps as a colossal titan steps onto the scene, the same size as the others, only with a super long neck and tail. It's a Brontosaurus. She's wearing a beautiful light blue dress made of water lilies. But that tail is a problem. It keeps getting in the way of her walk. It whacks her dress, knocks over potted plants, and takes out a whole section of bleachers. And as she takes another step, boom, she steps on the foot pedal for the moving walkway, which starts moving just as she walks by. She screams and flails her tail, knocking the entire display case exhibit into the lava below. The crowd cheers wildly. That was epic. Next up is our girl T-Rex. She struts confidently onto the runway in a tight black dress. Her headpiece is meant to represent the northern lights, and her makeup is dripping with rhinestones. But there's one thing missing from this look: her bone bag handbag. She walks down the runway like she owns it, shaking her hips and showing off her new handbag. Wait, why does it look like her arms are too small to carry it? Well, that's because they aren't. The bag is far too heavy for her tiny little arms, and she struggles to keep it off the ground. Finally, she reaches the end of the runway, drops the bag and storms off backstage, fuming. She told them to make it lighter, but no, they insisted on heavier stones. What was she supposed to do? She had to show them, but someone else has a problem with the runway. The model walking now is a relative newcomer to the fossil record, a strange mix between a lizard and a bird. It's an Archaeopteryx. It's trying to glide down the runway like it's flying, but that tail is getting tangled in the display cases. Oh no, it looks like it might knock over the refreshment table. It runs out of runway just in time, much to the relief of the Brachiosaurus behind it, who takes a refreshing swig from a palm tree. The crowd cheers. The next model is a quirky one, a mix of armor and attitude. It's an Ankylosaurus. The plates on its back are made of polished gemstones, and it's accessorized with giant quartz crystals. It waddles down the runway in a rather unassuming manner, but it knows what it's doing. When the music stops, it strikes a pose and the crowd goes wild. Then everyone turns to see what's coming next. The MC has announced the final look of the night, the closing number, the most highly anticipated outfit. The crowd cheers and whistles. From behind a huge white curtain comes a deep voice booming with excitement. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, presenting Miss Megan Warapper, Tyrannosaurus Rex. She's chosen the hottest new trend for this year, a dress made entirely of real bones. The dress is a masterpiece, a symphony of prehistoric fashion. How did they get it so detailed? Did they use the bones of smaller dinosaurs? Some kind of ancient cruelty, right? Well, it doesn't matter because it looks amazing. Megan walks down the runway, her face painted to match. She holds her head high and the crowd goes wild. This is what she's been waiting for. This is her moment. And suddenly, disaster strikes. The dress malfunctions and the bones start falling apart. Whoops, she stumbles and falls. But quick thinking saves the day. Instead of bones, she tosses the fabric and picks up the nearest thing to her, a big foam finger. Now, with a mischievous grin, she starts signing autographs on the poster boards in the crowd. And wow, the crowd loves it. This is going to be a night to remember. In the end, they're all winners. The fashions were fierce. The crowd was thrilled, and there was even enough drama to fuel gossip among the dinos for the rest of the year. As the party rages on after the show, many dinos stop by the gift shop, each wanting a souvenir from the greatest fossil fashion show of all time. Someone grabs a t-shirt that reads, Dino Fashion Show 2025, where the styles were fierce and the fossils were hot. Another dino grabs a mug that reads, Brontosaurus for Fossil Queen, and another gets a tote bag that says, Keep on truckin' Ankylosaurus. And of course, someone bought a ticket stub. Maybe it was the most epic fail in dino history, but it was totally worth it for the show of a lifetime. And speaking of shows, I've got one question for you. Are you ready for more adventures through time with us? If so, don't forget to leave us a like. Then subscribe so you won't miss a single episode. We've got stories about space, nature, and everything in between. There's always something new to discover with us. So, what are you waiting for? Click that subscribe button and join us on our journey through the amazing world that surrounds us. Don't miss out on any of our new episodes. The very first comment we receive on this video will receive a special shout out. So leave us a comment and let us know what you think.